Dear students, in this class we are going to see 6 hormones. So already we have known the types of hormones. So this one now can be classified into steroidal hormones and non-steroidal hormones. Steroidal hormones are of two types. One is sex hormones, another one is adrenocortical hormones. These sex hormones would be classified into male sex hormones and female sex hormones. Androgens are the examples for male sex hormones. Estrogens and progestins are coming under female sex hormones. Now under adrenocortical hormones, it may be of two types, mineralocorticoid and glucocorticoid. So what do you know about sex hormones? It is of two types, male and female sex hormones. Androgens are coming under male, estrogens and progestins are coming under female sex hormones. So what are the three types? One is androgens, another one is estrogens or progestins. Progestins otherwise called as gestogens. These androgens are called male sex hormones. Estrogens and progestins totally can be called female sex hormones, and in that the estrogens they are called follicular hormones. These progestins otherwise called as gestogens, or they are called corpus luteum hormone, because they are secreted from the corpus luteum of the ovary. So this estrogens and progesterone is an example for progestin. Estrogens and progestins or female sex hormones, they are produced larger amounts in females. Testosterone, this is an example for androgen, that is a male sex hormone produced larger amounts in males, but all are biosynthesized in both males and females. Now we are going to see estrogens. It can be also written like this. So this is according to American English and this would be according to Commonwealth English. You can write anyone. Already we have known estrogen is a female sex hormone. So it is a primary female sex hormone, and that is responsible for development and regulation of female reproductive system and secondary sex characters. There may be three naturally occurring forms of estrogen. They are E1, E2, E3. E1 otherwise called as estrone, E2 otherwise called as estradiol, E3 otherwise called estriol. So these three forms of estrogen, they are naturally occurring ones. What are they? Estrone, estradiol, estriol. It is ending with one, so it should have a ketone. Diol, it is having two OH groups. Triol, so it is having three OH groups. There may be one more type of estrogen that can be called as E4, otherwise S-tetrol, that is produced only during pregnancy. So what are the naturally occurring forms of estrogens? Estrone, estradiol, estriol. Now we'll see about estradiol. Already we have seen three naturally occurring estrogens. In that, this estradiol, that would be the strongest one and having the potency of approximately 80 times that of estriol. So we have seen three forms of estrogen. One is estrone, estradiol, estriol. So while comparing with estriol, it would be 80 times more potent. Why it is more potent? It is the most important estrogen in non-pregnant females. Other two, estrone and estriol. These two are the metabolites of estradiol in vivo. This estradiol is the predominant estrogen during reproductive years. But during menopause, estrone is the predominant one. But during pregnancy, estriol is the predominant estrogen. So, where they are predominant, during reproductive years, estradiol would be predominant. During menopause, estrone is predominant. During pregnancy, estriol is predominant. Now we'll see about estriol. It is the most plentiful estrogen. While comparing the three naturally occurring estrogens, this would be the weakest one. During pregnancy, it would be the predominant estrogen. Estrone, during menopause, that would be the predominant estrogen. So we have seen three types of estrogen, three types of naturally occurring estrogen. They are estradiol, estriol and estrone. So now we'll see the synthesis of estrogen. From where we are getting the estrogen, that is from androgen only, we are getting estrogen by means of the enzyme aromatase. So already we have seen this in metabolism of steroids. So what are the examples for androgens? Testosterone and androstenedione. these by means of the enzyme called aromatase that would be converted to estrogen. What are the examples for estrogen? The three we have seen, no? What are they? Estradiol, estriol and estrone. So by means of the enzyme called aromatase, we are getting estrogen from androgen. Now we'll see the classification of estrogen. This estrogen would be classified into two types. One is called steroidal estrogens, another one is called non-steroidal estrogens. This steroidal estrogens are of two types. One is natural, another one is semi-synthetic. Under natural, already we have known the examples under natural. What are they? Estrone, estradiol, estriol. Under semi-synthetic, only two examples, ethinyl estradiol and mestranol. So what are all coming under steroidal estrogens? Estradiol, estrone, estriol, ethinyl estradiol and mestranol. Why they are called steroidal estrogens? They are having the basic nucleus of steroid. That is, they should have cyclopentanoperhydrophenanthrene ring. What is the another type of estrogen? That is called as non-steroidal estrogen, otherwise called as synthetic estrogens. What are the examples coming under that? Stilbestrol, dinesterol, hexasterol, benzesterol, chlortrianisins, methylenoestral. So these are coming under synthetic estrogens, otherwise non-steroidal estrogens. They are not having the basic nucleus of steroid. But these five are having the basic nucleus of steroid. That's why they are called steroidal estrogens. And in that, these three are coming under natural, other two are coming under semi-synthetic. Now we'll see the first drug that is called as estrone. So in the estrone, look at that, it is having the basic nucleus estrane. So what is meant by estrane? Estrane means that should have the basic nucleus of steroid. It is having only one angular methyl group, that is 18, and 19th angular methyl group was absent. At 17th position does not having any side chain. So it is having estrane nucleus. And in that, how we are getting estrogens? Estrogens are produced from androgens by means of the enzyme called aromatase. So what is the action of the enzyme aromatase? That is giving an aromatic compound. So it is having totally 4 rings, no? In that the first ring would be aromatase. The first ring would be converted into an aromatic one. So here, first one is aromatic. So there should have 3 bonds inside. And 17th position, it is having ketone. It is ending with O, no? So it should have a ketone in 17th position. Third position is having hydroxy group. So that is the structure for estrone. So what is estrone? Fusion of 4 rings. First ring is having 3 bonds, having ketone in 17th position, hydroxy group in 3rd position, only one angular methyl group, that is 18th angular methyl group. So now we'll see the chemical name. So what is the parent one? That is called as estrane. So in the estrane, it is having bonds, no, 3 bonds. So estratriene, where the bonds are between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. So if it is continuous, we have to write only the first number. So estra 1, 3, 5 bracket 10 triene. So that is the parent one. In that, it is having ketone, no, so that should end with one. We have ketone in 17. So 17 one. What is left? That is 3 hydroxy. So we'll see the name is 3 hydroxy estra 135 bracket 10 triene 17 one. So that is the chemical name of estrone. It is used in the treatment of delayed onset of puberty and management of menopausal symptoms. Next drug is called as estradiol. Same as that of estrone. Estrone is having ketone in 17th position now. So that would be converted to hydroxy, means that is called as estradiol. So look at that. This is called estrone, that is having ketone in 17th position. So that one is converted to hydroxy. How that is connected to the carbon? By means of thick line. This one also thick line. So both are thick lines. So both are having beta configuration. Diol, no, so it is ending with diol, so it should have 2 hydroxy groups, where the hydroxy groups are one at 3rd, another at 17th position. So what is the chemical name? We have known the basic one is called estrane, that is having 3 bonds. So estratriene, estra 1 3 5 bracket 10 triene. In that we have to write only the hydroxy groups. Okay, so 3 beta 17 beta dihydroxy estra 1 3 5 bracket 10 triene. Otherwise we can write estratriene. First we have to write the number. So 1 3 5 10 estratriene. It is used to regulate the maintenance of female sex organs, and it is available as estradiol valerate, estradiol benzoate, estradiol dipropionate, cypionate, ethinyl estradiol, mestranol, quinestrol. So these are the forms of estradiol. What are they? Available as valerate salt, benzoate salt, dipropionate salt, cypionate salt, ethinyl estradiol, mestranol, and quinestrol. Next drug is called as estriol. So it is ending with triol now. So that should have 3 hydroxy groups. One at third, another at 17th, and the last at 16th. Already we have seen estradiol. That is having 2 hydroxy groups. One at third and another at 17th. For estriol, it is having additional hydroxy group in 16th position. How that is connected? By means of a dotted line. So it is having alpha configuration. So all the names would be same as that of estradiol. We have to add that 16 alpha hydroxy. So what is the chemical name? 3 beta, 16 alpha, 17 beta, trihydroxy estra 1, 3, 5 bracket 10 triene. So what is the use of estriol? It is used in the treatment of menopausal symptoms and hormone replacement therapy. We'll compare the three. So for estrone, it is having first ring would be an aromatic ring, and it is having only one angular methyl group. Ketone is present in 17th position. Hydroxy group is present in 3rd position. So that is for estrone. What is for estradiol? Having 2 hydroxy groups, one at 3rd, another at 17th. Both are beta. That is for estradiol. What about estriol? 3 hydroxy groups, 3rd and 17th are having beta configuration, whereas 16th one, no, that is having alpha configuration. That is for estriol. Next drug is called as diethyl stilbestrol. So what is the structure for diethyl stilbestrol? It is having one phenyl ring. In that 4th position is connected to hydroxy group. Here it is also having one more phenyl ring, that is also having hydroxy group in 4th position, and that two are connected to 3rd and 4th position of hexene ring. So it is having 6 carbons. No, here 2 carbons, 3, 4, 5, 6. So totally 6. No, 6 means it is the hexane. Because of the presence of the double bond, it is called as the hexene. So this is called as the hexene, and in the hexene 3rd and 4th position. So which hexene it is? 3-hexene, because the bond is between 3 and 4. So it is called 3-hexene, and that 3-hexene is connected to 2 phenols. So here one phenol, 3rd position is connected to one phenol, 4th position is connected to one phenol. So in that 4th position of the phenol would be connected to the 3rd one. Here 4' position of the phenol is connected to the 4th one. That's why it is called as this is 4, this is 4'. This is called as 3-hexene. So 3-hexene, 3rd position is connected to that. Here 4th one is connected to that. That's why 3,4-diol diphenol. So this is the structure of diethyl stilbestrol. So in center it is having hexene, 3-hexene, and 3rd position is connected to one phenol. 4th position is connected to one phenol. So 3rd position is connected to the 4th position of one phenol, 4' position of another phenol. So that is the structure of diethyl stilbestrol. We have 2 ethyl. So diethyl stilbestrol. It is used in the treatment of prostatic carcinoma. Actually it is a form of estradiol. We have known this is called as estradiol. Estradiol is having 2 hydroxy groups. First ring is having one hydroxy group, and the D ring, last ring, also having one hydroxy group. So here it is a form of estradiol, but here the rings B and C. These 2 rings, no, B ring, this is A, B, C, D. So B and C, both the rings are open, and the 4th one, no, 4th ring, D ring, no, that would be converted into a 6 carbon one. So that is the form of estradiol. It is a derivative of estradiol. What is the structure of diethyl stilbestrol? It is having 3-hexene, and in that 3rd position is connected to the 4th position of one phenol. 4th position is connected to the 4' position of another phenol. So that is called diethyl stilbestrol. We'll see the other drugs in next class.